We define vegetation as being the plant cover of an area. As simple as that. Vegetation is the plant cover of an area. So when you meet it anywhere in examination or a test, just eat it very fast like you're eating samosas. It is very simple. Vegetation is the plant cover of an area. Vegetation is the plant cover of an area. Don't bring any other word. Don't subtract. Don't even add. Let us go straight and look at types of vegetation. Types of vegetation. Boys and girls, please remember to write this in your SST class workbook. Okay? Make sure to write this in your class workbook. It's part of our notes now. Let's look at types of vegetation. Types of vegetation. There are basically two types of vegetation. One of them is planted vegetation. That is, say, planted vegetation. Then the second one is natural vegetation. Class, there is nothing like artificial vegetation. I've seen some people writing, some people say we have artificial. There is nothing like artificial, but we have planted vegetation. So don't ever again say or talk about artificial vegetation. Let's look at what planted vegetation means. What is planted vegetation? You underline it beautifully. Now, planted vegetation refers to the plant cover of an area grown by man. This is the plant cover of an area grown by man. So whatever is grown by man, it is planted vegetation. The plant cover of an area grown by man. It's important for you to, when you define planted vegetation, don't say this is the type of vegetation. No. You say it's a plant cover, like we use in the definition of vegetation. This is the plant cover of an area grown by man. Let's look at examples of planted vegetation. Very first, write the heading. Examples of planted vegetation. Examples of planted vegetation, we are basically going to look at 4 of them without wasting time. One of them is crops. One of them is crops. Man grows crops. People grow crops. Crop is an example of a planted vegetation that provides man with food. Okay? People grow different types of crops where we live. In our respective villages, people live by growing crops. So crops are part of planted vegetation. Another one is planted forest. Can I say planted forest? Planted forest. Planted forest. We have very many planted forests. We shall talk about them under forests. Number 3, we have planted grass. Planted grass. People always plant grass on their compound for various reasons. One of the reasons of planting grass on the compound is to control soil erosion. To control soil erosion. People also plant grass on their compound to beautify the compound, to make the compound beautiful. So we say to beautify the compound. Apart from beautifying the compound, people also plant grass to control dust. To control dust. You can imagine how dusty your compound will be on a windy day, a sunny and windy day. But with grass planted on the compound, you are not going to experience too much dust. So one of the planted vegetation is planted grass. Don't say grasses. We don't have grasses. We have grass. Then another example of a planted vegetation is planted flowers. Planted flowers. People plant flowers to make their homes beautiful. Some flowers can also be eaten. So people plant flowers for various reasons. We know how flowers are important. People use flowers to show love for the dead person, even just to show love among people. So it's important for us to know that this vegetation falls under planted vegetation. We say people plant grass, control dust, control soil erosion, to beautify the compound. Likewise, flowers are also planted to beautify the compound and also to, some flowers are meant to show love. Then, what about forests? Some people plant trees, just trees around their compound for shade, for fruits, okay? Trees like mangoes, oranges give us fruits. So it's important to know that all those plants are grown by man and we put them under planted vegetation. Let us look at natural vegetation. Let us write natural Yes, to us, what is natural vegetation? Well, if you are here, you help me define that. Just as we define this one. Planted vegetation. So natural vegetation by definition, it means the plant cover of an area that grows on its own. The plant cover of an area that grows on its own. It is important for us to know that whatever grows in an area as a plant that does not have the influence of man, we put them under natural vegetation. You can write that. Planted vegetation is the plant cover of an area that grows on its own. Yes, let's look at examples of natural vegetation without wasting time. The plant cover of an area that grows on its own. Examples of natural vegetation. Yes, another example of natural forests. Natural vegetation, we look at natural forests as one of them. That's right, natural forests. Natural forests. Natural forests grow on their own. No one plants them. Okay? No man has influence over their growth. So we say they are natural vegetation. Another one is grasslands. Let's say grasslands. That's right, grasslands. So grasslands grow on their own. We have grass that are short, that are tall. Then amidst them we have some few scattered trees. We call that area grassland. And grassland grows on its own. We shall look at grasslands in detail as we continue with this topic. Another natural vegetation that we have is swamps. Last can I say swamps? Yes, we all see swamps around. A waterlogged area with vegetation is a swamp. On our way, whenever we move around, we find such places that have water with some plants growing in it. That is a swamp. So swamps then we also have shrubs. We also have shrubs. We also have shrubs. Shrubs grow in semi-arid areas. When we say semi-arid areas, we mean those areas with very little rainfall. Areas that receive very little rainfall. Such areas in Uganda include the northeastern part of Uganda, which is Karamoja. When you move around there, you realize that the plants that grow there are not very tall. Plants that grow and begin developing branches right from the ground level. Such plants, we refer to them as shrubs. So shrubs are examples of natural vegetation. No one plants shrubs. Let us look at importance of vegetation as we wind up. Importance of vegetation as we wind up. Yes, vegetation is important to us in various ways. We use vegetation in various ways. Let's start with the simplest one. Vegetation is a source of food. Vegetation is a source of food. We get food from, we just said, crops. It's a source of food to us. Some trees like mangoes give us fruits, that is food. So vegetation is a source of food. Apart from food, vegetation is a source of herbal medicine. Yes, as we get the food, we also get some medicine from the vegetation. So vegetation is a source of herbal medicine. Yes, vegetation is a source of herbal medicine. Apart from herbal medicine, vegetation it provides us with fuel. Which fuel? Mainly wood fuel. Wood fuel includes charcoal, firewood. So we get them from the vegetation. So we say vegetation provides us with fuel. So charcoal and firewood are all got from vegetation. Vegetation is a source of building materials. We get building materials from the vegetation, from the forests, from swamps, from grasslands. We get building materials. Another one, vegetation is a home of wild animals. Vegetation is a home for wild animals. Apart from being a home of wild animals, vegetation also provides food to animals. Animals feed on vegetation, and it's important for us to know that animals vegetation is a source of food to animals. So before I end the lesson, it's important for us to write some activity. Now this activity you're going to write in this very book you're using. Make sure you write the work neatly. Throughout this week we shall be writing the activity. Then we bring them here at school for marking on Friday. Okay? I want us to do it right neatly, right better than me. When you bring the work, make sure you bring neat work. Yes, you're going to write this 6 numbers. Number 1 says, what is vegetation? 2, give 2 examples of planted vegetation. 3, why do people plant trees around their homes? You can give me 2. You can give me 2 reasons why people plant trees around their compound. Number 4, give 2 importance of planting grass on the school compound. Number 5, identify 2 trees planted for fruits. Number 6, give 2 examples. Mention 2 examples of wood fuel. My dear children, with that, allow me to stop here. Write the work, bring it over for marking on Friday alongside other activities. And please remember to keep safe. Okay? Wear your mask, wash your hands, stay at home. The pandemic is still here and we need to fight it together. Thank you very much. God bless you.